name is Buff Khan, and I'm a Children's Services Supervisor at the Eldersburg branch of Carroll County Public Library.
And my name is Jillian Dittrich, and I'm also a Children's Services Supervisor. I work at the Westminster branch of Carroll County Public Library. And we're here to talk to you about our experience as lead coaches for the peer coaching project. I have to say that for me, this has been a very, very positive experience. It's been a very good way to increase my knowledge about the early literacy skills and also in storytime presentations in general. It's been a great experience to be able to go to other branches and to observe how my colleagues are presenting their story times. There are things that I was not necessarily comfortable with. A good example, I do a baby story time, and I wasn't always comfortable with doing bounces. There were a few that I used, and they were my old-time favorites, but because of some of my observations, I learned some other ways to do some of those bounces, and also to put those skills into my story times that I wasn't necessarily comfortable with before. How's it been for you?
It's been great. I've increased my knowledge as well, and I've been doing story times for many years now, but there's always things to learn. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the resources that were provided with the training. The binder of materials I found was very helpful. If I was looking for a literacy tip to include for the day, to have that right at my fingertips, to flip through and pull out the one that most matched what I was doing was just very handy. The wiki has been helpful too, for ideas and tips, and sometimes you don't have that paper binder with you, but you're by a computer, so it's a great way to be able to access the resource. Also, we read this book as part of the project. The title is Early Literacy Story Times at Your Library, Partnering with Caregivers and for Success. And this I found really helpful in reinforcing some of the things that I had learned a while ago. But it was very succinct and very hands-on, so I really enjoyed some of the chapters in this book.
I used that book with my staff as well, and it was nice to see that they could get some information from it as well, and to learn some more about presenting the tips and talking to parents, which was a very big thing that came from the project for us. I will say that with the whole project, with how wonderful it's been, the biggest challenge for us has been scheduling. Scheduling has been difficult, especially when you're talking about sending someone to another branch to observe. But I think that we may have developed a way in order to get around that through the use of other staff members covering the desk or other story times. We're able to work together, and perhaps the lead coaches can get together and to develop a schedule for their staff to be able to go and to do these observations. So I think we've figured out a way to get around it. We're still working on it, but it's been a good project overall.
I agree that was the toughest obstacle, was doing the scheduling for everybody, especially when staff visited other branches. I believe it was well worth the effort, because to see a presenter at another branch was very valuable for my staff. We do a lot of sharing right inside the branch, so we were kind of familiar with what we're already doing. It was still helpful, but to see a presenter that you've never seen before or don't work with was excellent. And I agree that as you go, you learn, and we've kind of learned that maybe sitting down together as lead coaches with our schedules and trying to get that all figured out at one time would have been the best way to handle that.
Yeah, so definitely. But overall, it's been great. It's been good I think that the parents and children have all gained from this experience. We as storytime presenters, of course, we've gained from it. We've learned how to better our story times, better our presentations, to weave those skills into our story times. But overall, I think it's been really great.
It has been really great. Our staff have got a lot more comfortable in incorporating the literacy tips into the story time by seeing other staff members do it. They know that this is just something that's being done, and practicing it has been wonderful. Yes. So definitely we've grown in comfort level, and our story times have been enhanced because we've got fresh ideas, more creativity, some great feedback from our peer coaching sessions. So,
and I think overall everyone's been able to gain from it.